Hi everyone. So if you have come new to the this particular channel, you will see that we have covered few content on AWS Cloud and content on your Terraform, and we have also covered how you can integrate your Terraform with your AWS, and you can create infrastructure according to your use case. You may work with your AWS Cloud for the different services, for the VPC, for the EC2, and for the S3, for IAM roles and policy, for Lambda function, for API gateway, and the different AWS services what we have covered on the channel as well. That is available in AWS playlist. We have also covered the 15 to 16 videos on the Terraform, where we have talked about how to pass different environment variables in multiple ways. We have covered how can you use the conditional resource creation concept, and you can create your resources based on the count condition, based on the for each loop. We have also covered how you can create your RDS instances with the help of Terraform. How can you create your EC2 machines with the help of Terraform? How can you configure your Lambda function with the help of Terraform? Correct. We have also covered the concept of state file in the Terraform and what will happen if you delete the state file or somehow your accidentally your state file is deleted in the Terraform. So all these major concepts which are part of your AWS cloud, part of your Terraform, we have covered. We have also covered the DevOps interview questions where we have talked about AWS Cloud interview questions. We have talked about Kubernetes interview questions. We also have talked about your Docker interview questions, your Linux interview questions, your CI/CD interview questions. So these are all the technical stuffs we have covered till now. Now, what I wanted that when you are coming as a the fresher for the AWS cloud, you are new to the AWS cloud, you just want to start with, correct? So how will you go in a organized way? So for that, for that I have created this particular content where we have talked about the AWS cloud from step by step. So we will be having 10 minutes videos on the daily basis, and where we will go from the starting, where we will try to understand how what is the cloud, why the cloud came into the picture, and how your on-prem data center were not able to do the same kind of stuff what AWS cloud or the different cloud vendors are doing, correct? So we will understand the what was running before, correct? So let's skip this agenda part. We will see that how the things were working before. So in the cloud computing model, if these three screens, what you can see, the first one, the second one, and the third one, either your laptop system or the phone, mobile phone, these are the kind of end users, correct? You are sitting there, you are making a particular request. There is a Amazon sale is going on, correct? You can think like that. Your festive season is going on. You are clicking on the Amazon.com, or you are clicking on the Flipkart.com or the Facebook.com. So you are making a call, correct? You are hitting a particular URL in your browser. You are making a API call. That API call is getting to the internet, and from the internet, it's fetching the relevant details. Like if you are hitting the Flipkart.com, it will check for the domain Flipkart.com, and it will get some response from the data server where it is hosted, the Flipkart.com itself, and that response will come to your end screen, correct? So that's how the things were working. Everything was stored on the your data center, correct? So all modern computing uses a basic client server model. What is client server model? There is a client. That client can be your laptop or the mobile phone or any of the API call. So you are the end user, correct? The human being is an end user who is making a request. That request is going to the internet, and that particular request will serve the response back to the end user, which the response will come from the server side, correct? So your second point is a client can be a web browser or a desktop application, correct? Either you can be there or your application and desktop application can be there who will be making a particular request. Client makes a request to the server. You can see these are the three clients. They are making a request that is going to the server side. And a server can be physical or virtual machines such as Amazon EC2. So if it's the on-prem data center, it will be a physical data center, correct? Like for the companies or for the organization who are delivering their services on the data center, and mostly the organizations which are in the financial sector, they are deploying all the services, mostly not the all, but mostly on the data center only, keeping the concern of security. Correct. So the server can be your physical place, or it can be your virtual machines as well, like in the AWS cloud or the GCP cloud or the IBM cloud or the Alibaba, any of the cloud from vendor. Correct. It can be. Server provides data or services to the client. So whatever, like if you have hit the flipkart.com, so you will get some response out of that. You will see the UI of the flipkart.com, or if you are hitting this your amazon.com, so you will see the content of the amazon.com on your screen. Correct. So you will make a request, server will return the response to the internet. From the internet it will come to your system. So server provides data or service to the client. Whatever the request has been made by client, that will be the response according to that will be served to your screen. Correct. So that's your client server model. Then we talk about your the fourth slide, types of deployment models. Correct. On-prem and the cloud. So what happens in the on-prem side when we call this on-prem? On-prem simply means the data center, correct? The actual data center. So application running on computer system in company's own environment. That means whoever is the organization, correct? That organization has purchased all of the systems, all of the your CPU related details, the memory, the databases. So it has set up everything, all the wiring, all the storage connection, and everything on the on its within its premises. Correct. So everything has been purchased, everything has been set up. There are dedicated teams who will be maintaining those things, who will be implementing those things, and they will take care of everything. So that is your on-prem center, correct? Application running on computer system in company's own environment. So security will also be covered by the same organization, correct? Need to set up, manage, and maintain this server. So there will be dedicated teams to purchase, correct? To understand the requirement, to purchase the infrastructure which is required, to manage those setup which has been implemented, and to maintain as well. Like if any of the servers goes down or your power goes down, and due to that your servers goes down, server get stopped in between, correct? So all to maintain all those things, there will be dedicated teams as well. Then there's a cloud comes into the picture, where application is deployed on the virtual machines or the servers. We will talk about what is the virtual machine, what's the mean of server and serverless. We will talk about these things, but here just overview. You can consider that if we are talking about the on-prem, that means everything is hosted on the company within the company campus itself. Correct? You can say in that way. When we talk about the cloud, applications will be deployed to the virtual machines or the server or the servers. If you are working in an organization A, correct, and you are leveraging the services which are provided with the cloud. So cloud can be your AWS or your GCP cloud that is provided by Google, or the Azure cloud that is provided by Microsoft, or your Alibaba cloud, or your IBM provided cloud, or the Oracle one, correct. So if you are using any cloud provider, so whatever the application you are deploying on the cloud side, that will be hosted on the virtual machines. You will have the access to the virtual machine, but these virtual machines are the part of AWS cloud. AWS has hosted physical data center out of which your virtual machines has been created. To that you are having the access, correct? So the applications will be deployed to your virtual machines. Data centers managed by cloud provider. So ultimately, when we say the virtual machines are created out of the actual machines which are present at the data center of cloud provider. Just suppose that AWS is providing you the virtual machines, correct? So these virtual machines are created out of a real machine which can create 10 virtual machines out of one machine, correct? And that real data, real machine is hosted on the AWS side. So that is your virtual machine, and this is how your two deployment model are. So one is on-prem, second one is cloud. Correct. And we talked about the virtual machines as well. Now, these are the kind of your data centers. This is one of the picture you can see. It's the data center which is to which we are calling as on-prem. So you can see there are a number of devices, correct? So every some of the devices are having the green signals, correct? So that means they are up and running. There is a person who is maintaining the servers. He is working with the wiring. He is working with the all the devices, correct? So this is called your on-prem data center. So in the next video, we will be talking about the cloud and why cloud came into the picture. This was just an introduction right now or to start with the AWS. In the next video, we will talk about the more in the cloud and why the cloud came into the picture, what was the region, what were the challenges in data on-prem data center. So till the time, thank you. See you in next video.